Hi everyone, this is Chaz, and today's date is Saturday, August the 17th, 2013, and haven't done a video journal in a long time, and I'm doing one today because today is 1 year since I moved to Chicago. And so 1 year ago today, my father and my stepfather and my brother and my cousin drove down from Springfield to Belleville, and they loaded up a U-Haul and they loaded up my uncle's truck, and we drove in caravan style from Belleville to Chicago to the apartment I was going to be moving into in Bridgeport. And so this is kind of like a year in review of what this past year living in Chicago has been like. And I've really got to say that there's been very few days that have gone by out of the past 365 where I have not wondered if I've made a mistake. My aspirations for seminary aside, I really feel like moving 200 miles away from any of my friends and my family and any support structures I have, so soon after suffering the most traumatic loss of my life, to move 200 miles away from anyone who could be there to support me was a mistake. I really, at the time, didn't know what else to do. I mean, I'd been accepted to CTS. It was something I really wanted to do. I didn't want to stay in Belleville. To stay in a town where I would still be 100 miles away from my family, or 90 miles away from my family. And on top of that, to be constantly surrounded by the places and the people who would constantly be reminding me of David, was not a tenable situation either. So, like I said, every day I have regretted, in some regards, moving to Chicago. And I think that, the depression and the stress and the anxiety and the panic are very real now. They are impacting my life on a daily basis. And I don't know what to do. That's not to say that this year has been all negative. I mean, there have been some positive parts of this past year. I mean, I found a really great church in St. Paul's in Lincoln Park. I do have some friends here. But I really don't feel like I have much in the way of a support structure. I get a lot of people who say they'll pray for me, or they wish well for me. But that's about it. That's about all that I get offered when it comes to if I need help with something. Once in a while I'll get someone who will offer to take me grocery shopping, or like my roommate will take me grocery shopping, or will invite me to go out to dinner with his friends. I've had, gotten a little bit of help with getting some groceries, paying for groceries from my church, but there's really not a whole lot. I think that I probably have a lot more friends who could help me with a job search than are willing to admit that they could help me with a job search. I get a lot of people saying, well, if I see anything that I think you would be good for, I'll let you know. But they never let me know. I'm feeling less and less welcome at my school. I'm feeling less and less like I'm part of that community. I am feeling very much out of place. I am in a city of 3 million people, and I feel more alone here at times than I did in a city of 40,000. In 2 days, so today is 1 year since I moved. In 2 days, it will be 1 year since I've laid eyes on David, since I've seen him, since I have spoken to him. He has not contacted me, and I am not going to contact him. So I don't know if he keeps track, or how he would keep track of how I'm doing, since I have blocked him and unfriended him on Facebook. Every day I open my email and I hope that there will be an email from him, and there isn't, which is fine, I guess. Because I'm not going to contact him, I'm not going to call him, I'm not going to text him, I'm not going to email him. I both at the same time want to know what's going on with him and don't want to know what's going on with him. I can't believe that someone who was so important to my life, and who claims that I was so important to his life for so long, could just so easily drop out of my life. But he did, and those are his decisions. I don't talk to him in person, but every day I feel, there are a lot of times I really don't feel like I have really healed that much from the breakup. I mean, I'm not crying, but I feel really dead inside. I feel really dead inside. I don't feel like there's any joy in my life. I don't feel like I have anything to really look particularly forward to. I'm not looking forward to the school year coming up. I'm not looking forward to continuing my studies. I'm not looking forward to continuing life. Now, that's not to say that I'm looking forward to dying. I'm not suicidal, but I just don't know what else to do. I've applied for jobs. I've been trying to find work. I haven't had any success in that. I really don't want to live another year off of student loans. I managed to survive 1 year on student loans. But it's been very rough, at least especially this past month and a half. I've been eating maybe 1 meal a day. Today I just got notified that my transit pass has been suspended because there wasn't enough money to cover the transit to pay for my 30-day pass for the next 30 days. So until I can get an infusion of cash and make a payment on my credit card, then that's going to remain not working. And I really don't know what else to do. I really don't. This past year has been hell. It really has. I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling panicky, I'm feeling so many things that I shouldn't be feeling. A year and a half ago, this is not how I was expecting to be feeling as I start my second year of seminary. So that's what's going on. 1 year anniversary of living in Chicago, and not entirely sure that living in Chicago isn't one of the greatest mistakes I've ever made. But I really don't know what to do about that mistake. So if anyone has any suggestions, comments, questions, concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments as always. Thanks for listening. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. This is Chaz signing off, starting year number 2 in Chicago. Bye.